How is it possible for a plane and a helicopter to collide in Washington, D.C.? No information has been released about the cause of the crash, and Ravi Sarati, a professor of strategy, says it was an unexpected occurrence given the tightly regulated airspace in the nation's capital. Reporting suggests that the military helicopter involved in the crash was on a training flight, which Sarati says raises questions about whether its transponder was working properly. He explained that it's possible that the pilots who were being trained on this mission made a mistake, so it could be human error. But this investigation is in its early days, so he says this is all impossible to know.
The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Can you imagine?
Listen, it's one thing for internet pundits to spew off conspiracy theories. It's another for the President of the United States to throw out idle speculation as bodies are still being recovered and families still being notified. It just turns your stomach.
How you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash?
Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't.
As the president came out here and was casting blame, one thing I noted was that there are still bodies being pulled from the water of the Potomac right now. We know from officials that we heard from earlier that that rescue and that recovery operation is very much still underway in some really difficult conditions that first responders were dealing with last night.